Good day, friends. Well, another in a series. You probably don't need me to tell you about the value of forgiveness and the weight that it lifts from your daily burdens. We're all quite aware of that. It's often tougher to take the idea and put it into practice. And maybe now is as difficult a time as any. But I can sense, kind of roaming through the psychic atmosphere, that there's quite a lot of resentment and anger. People are wondering, or some people, not everybody, if they're being told the truth, if they're being herded like cattle, if they're being told some of the truth but not all of it. And we tend to a sort of forgiving stance by assuming that people in medical research and government, on several levels of government, are too harassed and busy to really check into the situation deeply, and are being stampeded themselves by others. For example, I was reading today in a blog published about a week ago that one researcher in Italy had felt that only half a dozen people of all these older people that we're hearing about who passed actually passed from the coronavirus, that all the rest were given an antiviral drug that wasn't any good for them, that stressed their hearts and their blood pressure. And he asserts that they were actually killed by the antiviral drugs. Now, this will obviously play out in the next few days. If I just read about it today, and lots of other people will have read about it prior to this. The blog was written on March the 19th. And I'm seeing various bits of this here and there and everywhere. And people thinking, well, who are they to tell us, what to do? And people look around and don't see that many sick people or people with very mild symptoms. And they're trying to balance this with this feeling that, yes, we don't want the medical system to be completely overwhelmed with ill people. So there's, a pull and push here. And I see it manifesting on a number of different levels. And perhaps the rest of you do too. So I'm just suggesting that it could be something of a relief for us all to practice without acting or feeling like sheep or dumb or manipulated pawns of someone else's power game. Let us just forgive those who are a little short on their moral compass and feel pressured by the system to do as they're told, which is often just relay orders to others. So just join me for a minute or two and we'll take that concept of those that we are suspicious of and let us project forgiveness from our hearts to them. I'm not suggesting that you pick any type or category of person. I'm sure you all have your own ideas about who could or should be forgiven for not acting in completely good faith. And being, somewhat shuffled around themselves. Just pick who you feel is appropriate for you to be sending forgiveness to, and let us do it. We don't have to do it together. Some of you will be watching this several days from now. It's March the 25th today. So let's just keep projecting from our heart chakras the light of loving forgiveness to those whom we suspect of being somewhat less than honest. And if some of you feel better praying, I'm certainly not averse to that. Let us give forgiveness freely and without expectation or reward. Let us pursue the path of love. Let us embrace those whom we, let's face it, rather not embrace. In spirit, of course. I'm not asking you to run up to anyone on the street. And if you feel like you can project forgiveness while you're out of body, then do so. It's even more effective on that platform than it is here. And I wish you well. Forgive, love, be serene. All things must pass. All things must pass away.